Hey, welcome again to Common Sense USA. This is Joe. We're going to be serious today. I have come across some information that a friend of mine gave me, actually a relative, and after doing some long research, our freedom is kind of in jeopardy right now of our choice. I didn't believe what I was hearing, and when I first started researching this, it came to my attention that the information was true, and it's scary. It seems that our governor has had plans since 2015, from what I've been gathering. It might be even earlier than that. I'm going to double check on this with you directly, and the reason is because I still can't believe. I'm actually in shock. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm shocked. I don't know how to respond to what I found, and it's scaring me. It's scaring the future of the state, and what leads to one state leads to another state, and leads to our government of the United States. It's basically taking our freedom away of choice and the freedom of a protection of our children and our loved ones. So that all said, here's what we're going to do. Recently, I was told to look at the Senate bill of New York State, A99. This bill supposedly originally was, and I'm going back here because they're smoke screening us. The bill was and it says right here when you Google search it, relates to the removal of cases, contacts, and carriers of communicable diseases that are potentially dangerous to. What basically that means is it's giving the governor and the authority, not just by the governor, not just by the health department, but everybody in the health department, even law enforcement, to basically, if you have COVID, they can take you and put you in a hospital and lock you up until you're no longer a danger to health. The scary part about this is a bill that went into effect back in 2015. It's still in the assembly. It hasn't gone through the process is, it's still what I call limbo. The timing of this bill and the change of the smokescreen is kind of perfect. Too perfect. Here's the example. So if you don't know what you're looking for, and you just that bill and you hit any of these other sites right here, you're going to get different types of names for this bill. So if you go to a state assembly, this is all New York State Assembly. It tells you about the bill and the progresses, where they are. It's passed assembly. The last bill status passed assembly. But this was for Bill 899, relates to the Comprehensive School Bus Driver Safety Training Program. This was 2013-14, okay? But it passed assembly. I want you to keep an eye on this for a second. Assembly, I'm going to mark it, Assembly Bill A99. The same bill that they're using, what's called, and this is how they do it. It goes versions introduced in other legislation sessions. What this means is, what I just highlighted is something similar to that bill. Here's the catch. If you go to the next one, it says the same thing. Enacts the charter schools construction fair wages. That means it has to do with fair wages for people that hire subcontractors, blah, blah, blah. Same number, Bill 899. It's still in committee. This was in, this was in, and please forgive me on this. I was looking for the date on the bill on this one, and I don't see it. Oh yeah, it's right here. It's right here. 2011, 2012. This one was 2013, 2014. So they're using the same bill. It's a smokescreen bill. That's what they do. Because, and here it is, folks. If you go New York State, follow my arrow, go up New York State bill and hit the first one. Look at the date, January 19th, 2019, and you click on it. Relates to the removal of cases, contacts, and carriers of communicable diseases who are potentially dangerous to public safety. to public health. Excuse me. It's in committee. This has been in committee. Now, mind you, this says 2019, 2020. Okay. The actual bill relates to a 2015, 16, 2017, 2018 actual bills. Do you see how they did that? So this is how it's just a summary, and I actually downloaded the PDF file. I'm going to share the links to this because I'm going to share you the links to this actual site and then to the actual real numbers of A6891 and A680. And there's other links to it, so forth. It basically says, and I'm going to highlight this for you right now. Removal and detention of cases, contacts, and carries who are or may be a danger to public health. Other orders. The provision of this section shall be utilized in the event that the governor declares a state of emergency health due to epidemic of any communicable disease. Any communicable disease. It doesn't have to be COVID. It could be the damn freaking flu. It can be chicken pox. Do you see where I'm going with this, folks? Do you see what I'm talking about? For anything, any communicable disease. Okay, it's stupid. Get back. Okay, here's the one that really gets you. Upon determining clear convincing evidence that the health and others or may be endangered by a case, contact, or carry, or suspected case, contact, or carry contagious disease, that in the opinion, that doesn't even have to be factual, an opinion of the governor, after consultation with the commissioner, may pose a intimate and significant threat to the public health, resulting in severe morbidity or high mortality. The governor or his or her delegate, including but not limited to the commissioner or the heads of local health departments, may order the removal and or detention of such a person or a group of such persons by issuing a single order identifying such persons either by name or by the reasonable specific description of the individuals or group being detained. Such person and this gets serious, such person or group of persons shall be detained in a medical facility or other appropriate facility or premises designated by the governor or his or her delegate, complying with subdivision 5 of the section. Plain and simple, folks. They can take your rights away, lock you up without due process under the law if this passes. And you're going to say, well, Joe, look what the situation is. Yeah, but look at the date of this bill again. It was pre-filed, okay? Says it right here, pre-filed to January 9, 2019. That was a year ago, over a year ago. Now, here's what's really scary. It's still in committee. Now, remember the ones I just told you about, how they're using the A99 as a smokescreen? Down below here, where I highlighted before, you see these right here, these what they call versions introduced in other legislation sessions. A6891, A680. So I got those up here. The first time this was introduced is 2015 to 2016, just before President Trump was elected in office. Kind of, I don't do conspiracy theories. I'm just looking at common sense facts here. So let's look at the dates on this. Let's verify some of these dates. It's the same bill that was introduced and relates to removal, which is kind of odd why would they even put something like this in here 4 years ago, 5 years ago? Why? What would be the purpose? Okay, look at the date, April 8th, 2015. Again, April 8th, 2015. Why in the world, and I'm serious, why in the world would we, as a government, would even think of something like this? What would be the motive? What would be the purpose? Common Sense USA, do some more digging and help me out here, because I really want to find out the reasoning behind this 5 years ago. It makes you wonder if something was up and they knew something, or maybe it's a coincidence. Whatever the fact is, this is even being thought of in today's society, telling us and giving them authority to take our rights away. That means they can go to school, they can go to the doctor's office, doctor could take without even a court order. Oh, they have a very serious disease. You can't see your child anymore, and the doctors take you away. So that has nothing to do about school. This has nothing to do about anybody else, but the fact that the state itself is coming up with this idea. This has nothing to do with federal government. This has nothing to do with the president. This is something that was done before he was officially elected. That all said, for our governor to even think about this and to allow it even to go into committee is ridiculous. It scares me. It scares the future of my daughter, my son, my other daughter. It scares the hell out of me. Mind you, this bill was from 2015 to 2016. The exact same bill what I just read, and it says, and they call it an act to amend the public health law. That's what they're calling it. Oops, sorry. It's called an act to amend the public health law. Look at the date. Where this one says the same thing. Amend to health in relation to the removal of cases. It's word for word. It's the same thing. They've been trying to pass this since 2015 because in 2000, and let's look at this one, 2017, 2018, the exact same bill in committee, exact same one. And here it is. It says right here, A99 for 2019, 2020. Here are the relationships. It says it right here. It's kind of one of those things you have to dig for. And it's in assembly. And which is kind of okay, I want to read these all together with us. This one says it was in assembly. Hang on. Archived last bill status in assembly committee. Let's see what it says in these two. It's in assembly. And what's the newest one? 2019 refined. Active. Now it's active. This scares me. Now it's saying it's active. Doesn't even say it's in assembly. It says it's active. So not sure what's going on because it says it's assembly committee right now. So being active means they're discussing more, which is scary. So let's go to this latest one. This is the second, besides the A99. Same thing. It is telling us it relates to cases of contacts. It's the same exact bill. This one is January 9th, 2017. This one was April 8th, 2015. And then the bill of it being on here, 2019. So do you see the pattern here? Why would you even start a bill like this unless you had already intentions of what you're doing? I mean, there was no diseases or anything at this magnitude of what they're talking about today of COVID-19 at all during those periods. I just did a medical check. I did the CDC reports. I checked on the websites for anything that was serious to even warrant this, and there isn't. So this has been in the making for at least 5 years. I can't go back any further because I can't find any more further than that. So 5 to 6 years ago, this is scary. As a parent, as a father to my 3 beautiful children, I'm asking all the parents out there, grandparents, uncles, aunts, everything, pass this video along. We need to start asking questions now, today, to our governor. Why the hell would you even think of a bill like this 5 years ago? Why is this bill even on the committee floor? Why isn't this bill gone trash in the garbage? It's stupid. It's irresponsible. and for not informing the public about a such bill is irresponsible of the governor, and he should be removed immediately. I can't see any more to this that I cannot still believe I am actually looking at this and reading what it says. I will post the links. I have a PDF file, so anybody privately messages me, I can send you that file of what it says and what the basics is. You can also download it right here from each one. It's the same session that says download PDF. You click on it like this, and it'll come up. Here's the session of 2015, and it's basically line for line what it means. It hasn't changed. It's scary as hell. Again, folks, pass this along. I'm asking you, I'm begging you, share. I want this thing to go so viral that somebody, even in the stupid ass media, can say, what the hell are you thinking? What's this all about? Start questioning these governors. And we'll start with New York's first. I want to thank you very much. Thank you for watching the video. Pass this along. Have a good night. Be safe, everybody.